Once upon a time, there lived a small white bunny named Fluffy. He was a curious and adventurous creature, always looking for new experiences. One day, he decided to embark on a journey to explore the world around him. Little did he know what surprises and dangers awaited him. Bunny set off on her journey with determination and excitement. She was determined to find the magical forest and all of its wonders. She had heard stories of its beauty and was eager to explore. With a few supplies in hand, she began the long journey, walking through the fields and meadows, admiring the beauty of nature around her. As she walked, she thought of the adventures that awaited her and the possibilities of what she might find. After conquering the obstacles in her way, she was determined to face the unknown and take on any challenges that may come her way. With courage and strength, she set out on a journey to find her destiny and make her mark on the world. She was ready to take on whatever may come her way and prove her worth. The clash of swords could be heard echoing throughout the battlefield as the two armies prepared for the battle ahead. The enemy forces were formidable, but the heroes were determined to fight for their lives. As the sun rose, the first wave of warriors charged forward, their weapons ready to fight. Arrows flew through the air, and the sound of clashing steel filled the air. As the battle raged on, the heroes found themselves outnumbered and outmatched, but their courage never wavered. They fought on, determined to protect their kingdom and their people. The tide of the battle began to turn when an unexpected ally appeared. A powerful wizard, long thought to be a myth, descended from the heavens and joined the fray. His powerful spells and magical abilities soon began to turn the tide in favor of the forces of good. He used his powerful magic to heal the wounded and protect the innocent, while at the same time unleashing a barrage of destruction on the evil forces. His presence gave the forces of good a newfound hope and strength, and soon the battle was won. The final showdown was a fierce battle between the forces of good and evil. Both sides were determined to come out victorious, and the fight was intense. The hero and his allies had the advantage of numbers, but the enemy had superior strength and skill. The battle raged on for what seemed like hours, with neither side able to gain an advantage. In a desperate attempt to turn the tide, the hero used a powerful magical attack that was able to break through the enemy's defenses. This attack weakened the enemy and allowed the hero and his allies to finally gain the upper hand and secure their victory. The tide of battle had been turned, and with their newfound ally, the heroes were able to drive back the forces of evil. After a long and hard-fought struggle, the heroes emerged victorious, their courage and determination having paid off. The day was theirs, and the world was safe once more. Bunny continued on her journey, and soon she came across a fox. She was a bit scared, but the fox seemed friendly. She cautiously approached, and soon they were talking. The fox told Bunny about her home in the forest, and all the wild creatures she had met. Bunny was fascinated by her stories, and enjoyed hearing them. They soon became fast friends, and the fox even offered to help Bunny find her way home. Bunny was making good progress on his journey, when suddenly he heard a loud growl. He quickly looked around, and saw a large fox standing in his path. Startled, Bunny started to back away slowly, but the fox kept advancing. Bunny was now in a dangerous situation, and he had to think of a way to get out of it. He remembered the advice his family had given him, and thought of a plan. He slowly reached into his pocket, and pulled out a handful of nuts. He slowly placed them in front of the fox, and stepped back. The fox, surprised by the offering, slowly ate the nuts, and Bunny was able to escape. Bunny and the fox worked together to escape the danger. They soon became close friends, and Bunny was grateful for the fox's help. With the fox's guidance, Bunny was able to make it back home safely. In the end, both of them were thankful for the rescue and newfound friendship. The last chapter ended with Bunny and the fox becoming close friends. Now, they must come up with a plan to get Bunny back home safely. With the fox's help, Bunny is ready to embark on a daring journey to find his way back home. Together, they will face the unknown and brave the obstacles in their way, in order to make it back home. After careful consideration, the fox devised a plan. He would gather resources from the nearby forest, enlist the help of some of the other animals, and then launch a daring mission to steal the farmer's eggs of the resources from the nearby forest. The fox was aware of the risks involved, but he was determined to succeed. He knew that if he could get his hands on the eggs, he and his family would be able to enjoy a feast like no other. After the fox had formulated his plan, he began to gather the resources necessary to make it a reality. He scoured the forest for materials, enlisting the help of his animal friends to find the right components. He collected twigs, stones, and leaves, and even managed to find a few pieces of abandoned human technology to help him in his mission. With his resources in hand, the fox was ready to set off on the risky mission that he had planned. The fox's plan was a risky one, as it involved sneaking into the farmer's barn and stealing the food. The fox had to be extremely careful, as the barn was guarded by a watchman. He had to come up with a strategy to get past the watchman and make sure he did not alert the farmer to his presence. To make matters worse, the fox had to be quick and quiet, as he was aware that the farmer was likely to return to the barn at any moment. The fox had to find a way to get the food he needed without being caught. He was determined to succeed, but he knew the risks were high. Plan was set into motion. The fox gathered her resources and set off on a risky mission. She had to find a way to get the food she needed to survive. After a long and difficult journey, she finally made it back with the food she needed. Her plan had worked, and she was able to survive.
If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us. We'll be bringing you more exciting stories and videos like this one. See you next time.